So this is the portion of the platform that allows an understanding about who in your customer environment has access to the crown jewels and what have they been doing with it. So using the resource parameters on the left-hand side, by the way, this takes information from on-premises servers as well as any cloud tenants like Office 365 or G Suite, and we can marry that together and understand exactly what's happening. As long as there's logs we can ingest, we can create this permission results information. So we can understand and search for things like pick a user in the customer environment and understand what that user has access to in the environment. Pick a resource or an endpoint and understand which users have access to it. And then we can also search and create an audit access report to demonstrate what the users that have access to things have been doing with the things they have access to. So scenarios like your customer calls you up and says, hey, we're going to be exiting this particular employee on this date. Please watch what's going on with this user until the time that we give him that notice, and then watch what he's doing in particular and output that as a report in the 2 weeks where he's serving his notice period. Things like that. And or your customer calls you and says, hey, Sally in marketing swears up and down she didn't destroy this very important spreadsheet. And of course, you can go back into the logs and records here and simply search for that user and find, well, she did last Friday at 4 o'clock, delete that important spreadsheet. So there's a number of different use cases that MSPs can use this information in order to demonstrate important things. The use of this is you need to understand where the crown jewels are. You need to understand how those are vulnerable. And you also need to understand what the privileged access model is in order to drive it down to the least possible amount so there's not accidental exposures because everybody has access to everything. Not a good policy. So you need to be able to have visibility to it in order to do something about it. And that's what we're trying to do. This platform is all about visibility to data and understanding and insights about how to proceed in order to secure things through proactive remediation and collaborative discussions with your customer.